Hello, everybody. It's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing Saga of Sins. It was developed by Bonus Level Entertainment, which is their second game they've ever made, and published by Just for Games, and released originally on March 30th of 2023 for the PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, and all the Xboxes and Windows. Now, what exactly is this? Well, you can tell by the footage, it is a side-scrolling game, but it's got a unique art style to it. Normally, I probably wouldn't review a game like this, but this one, it kind of came out, it was kind of unique enough to where I felt it deserved a little bit of a review. It goes for this stained glass aesthetic, and the animation is a little weird, okay? It does come off as sort of like a Flash animation style game, but I don't really think it is. I really can't tell. But it goes for this really cool art style with stained glass windows where you play as a character that goes around jumping into people's minds to defeat their sins in their mind. It's really interesting. Let me tell you a synopsis of what they came up with for this game. Saga of Sins is an unholy action-adventure featuring a mystical storyline and rewarding arcade-style gameplay. Immerse into a world of stained glass inspired by the Dutch painter Bosch from 1450 to 1516 that is stained by sin. Play as the righteous cleric Cecil, who can enter people's minds by transforming into 4 unique demonic creatures, such as a howling werewolf or a fierce gargoyle, to fight the 7 deadly sins and free the plague-infested village of Sinwell. Honestly, that is a perfect synopsis of this game. It is a side-scrolling, I wouldn't say hack and slasher, more like blast and slasher, as I would say, where you can switch on the fly once you unlock them between 4 different characters. You got your wolf, you got your gargoyle, and a couple other ones, and you use them, and they each have their own special abilities. Naturally, like the gargoyle has the ability to bounce between walls, like wall climb. The wolf has a howl that allows to break up like certain areas to get treasure chests, and I think the gargoyle has the ability to set things aflame. The wolf has a long-range attack, so does the griffin. The gargoyle just has like a close proximity flame blast, but you could use it to light boxes on fire to clear the way to get through the areas, light torches in a certain way to unlock more money. And as you go through, you level your character up with a skill tree, adding new abilities and perks to each of these 4 abilities that you have. Now, it's really not that long of a game, and it's very heavily focused on religion, especially with the 7 deadly sins. So if you aren't really into something that's constantly talking about religion and sins and damnation, I couldn't really recommend this to you. I really couldn't. I don't have a problem with it, so it doesn't really bother me at all. But as you go through, as you kill these enemies, you'll get different coins that you use to unlock your abilities, and they mix it up a bit. They have some coins that are evil that take away stuff from you, money from you. You also have like a dash ability that allows you to dash in any direction that you choose, but you can only use it so many times. You have to collect these little icons in order to have the little meter in the center of your top of your screen that represents that you have the ability to dash. And in the left-hand corner of the screen, you have your life bar represented by a stained glass window with a heart in it. And as you go through, you can level up your character, like I said, and switch on the fly with a trigger to switch to different characters in order to get through these nightmares. And that's basically what the whole game is you going through this town and going up to people. It has a lot of dialogue, and it is voice acted and pretty decently done, but it got to the point where I just started mashing a button to skip through it, because I don't want to hear the guy's story for 25 minutes of how, oh, I have sinned, I am so bad, I am so terrible for what I have done, please forgive me, I have these such nightmares, what will I do? No offense, I get it, it's a part of the plot, that carries the story of you playing as the character Cecil as he comes back to help this town that's cursed. And like I said, it plays pretty good. Like I said, it does seem like it's almost like a Flash game in terms of the animation style, but I don't really think it is. Honestly, the art direction with everything being like stained glass windows is really, really cool. The only issue I had is, like I said, with the animation seems just a little too slow. And I hate the fact that every time, once you jump into a person's mind and you clear them and you get the evil spirit out to take back to drop off to a guy who's obviously going to be the main bad guy at the end, it starts you back in your room. And fortunately, as you keep going, the area opens up more and more and allows you to go and talk with more people, jump into their minds, even jumping into the minds of animals, which was kind of cool. In order to free them from their nightmares, get rid of the evil demons that are plaguing them, that are all wrapped around the 7 deadly sins. Honestly, the character designs, I think, look really, really cool. The bosses look really neat. And like I said, the overall aesthetic of everything being almost like a stained glass window that is based off of the Dutch painter Bosch, honestly adds a nice little bit of flair and style to this game. But that is honestly about it. It's not that deep of a game. It's a decent platformer, but I've played so many better ones, and I'm not going to knock this company, Bonus Level Entertainment. I think this, like I said, is only their second game they made. I could be wrong, but it is a decent quality game. Like I said, visually, it's very, very beautiful looking, with the art style of everything being like stained glass windows. The animation's pretty good. Except for the characters. Like I said, the characters, the way they move, it comes off like this Flash animation. It might very well be. The more I look at it, I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm not going to say that that's a detriment to the game, because it does play well. The game is very easy to pick up and play. It's very simplistic in its terms of its abilities of each of the monsters you can turn into. You can only turn into monsters when you're in people's dreams. The skill tree is a very bare bones one. It's very, very obvious. Each ability you have has its own set of skills, and it's more like added health, a little bit higher blast rate, stuff like that. Nothing really that special. Hands down, I think the saving grace of this particular game is in its art style of it being stained glass windows, the way it looks, the visual style of it. It's visually very, very neat, and that's why I think it warranted a game review, even though it came out pretty much last year. But nonetheless, that's just my personal feeling on this game. Have you played Saga of Sins? What are your thoughts of it? Think about it. This game is only about 4 hours long, and it costs $40. Now, I know probably right about now it might be cheaper than that, but the sell price of it was $39.99 for all systems. So this is another one of those games that you have a current gen system like a PS5, Xbox Series S or X. I could say if you want to play it, it's not bad. I think the company Bonus Level Entertainment, the development group, did a decent job for what they did. And honestly, for 4 hours, it's not bad, but I still think, personally, I would have liked it a lot better at a $19 price. If this was a $20 price tag for this game, I would have no problem for it, paying for it being only 4 hours long. But other than that, the Flash animation style, animation of the character models, those are the things that set me off with it. To me, it's really not that challenging. You die a lot, but once you figure out how you get through a level, it's not that difficult to figure out how to progress. Each of the 4 monsters you turn into only has like one special ability each. That you could use to flip through to actually solve these puzzles, what mainly consist of lighting torches in a certain way, going to a certain area, stuff like that. It's really not that difficult. And it's got this weird thing where you can go into the minds of innocent people, and it's almost sort of like a bonus round where you just get coins. And to me, it seems kind of pointless unless you're farming to unlock all your abilities faster. But it didn't really seem like you really had a problem unlocking everything in this. In the end, can I recommend Saga of Sins? Yes, but if you pick it up at a discount. I think this is worthy of a $20 price point, for only a 4-hour adventure. It's interesting for what it is. Please leave in the comments what you think about Saga of Sins if you played this game, if there's anything I missed, if you agree or disagree with me on this review. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And of course, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.